You sat in the doctor's office. You explained your pain, your exhaustion, your strange new symptom. And they said, "That's normal for your age." So you nodded. You went home. You tried to convince yourself they were right. But deep inside, you knew something didn't feel right. After 60, we're told that everything is aging. Your joints ache, aging. You forget something, aging. You feel off, tired, dizzy, aging. But what if that's not the whole truth? What if that one symptom you've been ignoring isn't just aging? What if it's your body waving a flag, and everyone around you is telling you to look away? This video is for every senior who has ever felt dismissed, who was told it's part of getting older, but felt something deeper. We're going to talk about the dangerous myth of blaming everything on age, the most common symptoms that get ignored or downplayed, but shouldn't, real stories from people who trusted their gut and caught something early, and how to tell the difference between normal aging and a warning sign. If you've ever been told you're just tired, but felt something heavier, felt brushed off when you asked for help, or secretly worried that you're missing something important, then this video is for you. Because you deserve to feel heard, you deserve to feel safe, and you deserve to know what's really going on with your body at any age. Not every ache is harmless. Not every change is just aging. Sometimes it's your body saying, "Please don't ignore me." Let's begin. You keep feeling tired, but it's not just fatigue. Joe is 69. He used to be up before 7, walking the dog, making coffee, watering the plants. But now, even after 9 hours of sleep, he still feels like he's dragging himself through the day. He tells his doctor, "I'm just so tired lately." The response? Well, you're not 40 anymore. So Joe tries to accept it. Maybe it's just aging. Maybe it's normal to feel like you're running on empty. But here's the truth. Tired can mean a lot of things. And sometimes, it means something's wrong. What fatigue after 60 might really mean. 1. Low thyroid, hypothyroidism. When your thyroid slows down, so does everything else. Your metabolism, your energy, even your memory. You feel cold, sluggish, mentally foggy, often dismissed as just age. But it's not. 2. Anemia, low iron or B12. If your blood can't carry enough oxygen, your muscles and brain get tired fast. It's a slow, quiet drain. You feel dizzy, pale, out of breath. But to others, you just seem tired. 3. Chronic inflammation or infection. Ongoing infections in the gut, gums, or urinary tract can subtly wear your body down. Fear. You don't get fevers. You don't look sick. But you're exhausted. Every day. Without knowing why. What this feels like. You wake up tired, even after full sleep. Your limbs feel heavy, like walking through sand. You have motivation, but not the energy. You cancel plans not out of laziness, but from pure depletion. And yet, when you tell someone, they smile and say, "That's just aging." But your body deserves more than a polite dismissal. What you can do. Trust patterns, not moments. One bad day happens. But weeks of fatigue? That's a signal. Ask your doctor to test. Don't wait for them to suggest it. TSH, thyroid hormone. Iron, B12, and folate. Inflammation markers like CRP. Track your fatigue like a symptom, not a mood. When does it happen? Morning or evening? After meals or before? What else comes with it? Cold hands? Brain fog? Short breath? Write it down. Patterns reveal what the surface hides. Deeper truth. Fatigue is not a personality trait. It's often a quiet symptom, and it deserves a loud response. You're getting weaker, but it's not just losing strength with age. Helen is 72. Last year, she carried groceries with ease. This year, even a small bag feels heavier. Getting up from the couch? She has to push herself with both hands. She tells herself it's normal. I'm just getting older. Her doctor agrees. That's just age-related muscle loss. Nothing to worry about. But Helen knows something's off. It's not just weakness. It's decline, and it feels faster than it should. Yes, we do lose muscle mass with age. But when it happens too fast, it's not just aging. It's often a preventable condition, one that most people ignore until it's too late. What sudden or excessive weakness might really mean. 1. Sarcopenia. Muscle wasting. After 60, we lose 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year, faster if we're inactive or undernourished. But this isn't inevitable. Sarcopenia can be slowed, even reversed, if caught early. 2. Protein deficiency. Many seniors eat fewer calories and unknowingly reduce protein. Less protein equals less muscle rebuilding equals increasing weakness, poor balance, and longer recovery from illness. 3. Undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. High blood sugar levels slowly damage muscle tissue, nerves, and energy systems. Muscle loss is one of the earliest but least noticed symptoms. What this feels like. Tasks you once did easily now feel awkward or tiring. You sit longer to gather energy before getting up. Your arms or thighs feel thinner, not just from fat loss, but from strength loss. Climbing stairs feels like hiking a hill, and yet everyone around you says, "That's just normal. You're aging." But your instincts are telling you, this feels off. What you can do. Don't wait until you fall to act. Weakness affects your mobility, independence, and even lifespan. Ask your doctor about sarcopenia. It's rarely tested unless you bring it up. Request a grip strength test or gait speed evaluation. Increase high-quality protein in movement. 25 to 30 grams protein per meal, e.g., eggs, legumes, poultry, Greek yogurt. Add simple resistance, water bottles, stretch bands, stair steps. It's never too late to rebuild strength, but the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Deeper truth. Getting older doesn't mean getting weaker, but ignoring weakness guarantees decline. Let's stop here for a second. Have you felt your strength slipping faster than expected? Have you noticed yourself hesitating before standing or reaching? Have others told you it's normal, even though it doesn't feel that way? Type #2 inches in the comments if this resonated with you. Or whisper, "That's me." Sometimes that's enough. You've been more forgetful, but this isn't just normal memory loss. Barbara is 74. She forgets where she left her keys. Nothing new. But last week, she got lost driving a familiar route. Yesterday, she forgot her neighbor's name, someone she's known for 20 years. And when she tried to explain it to her son, he said, "That's just what happens, Mom. You're getting older." But Barbara's gut tells her, this feels different. Memory loss is one of the most feared parts of aging. But here's what no one says clearly. Some forgetfulness is normal, but some is a warning sign. When memory loss after 60 isn't normal. 1. It affects your sense of orientation, getting lost on familiar streets, forgetting the way home, feeling confused in your own neighborhood. 2. It disrupts routine tasks. Trouble following a recipe you've used for years. Struggling with bank transfers, medication schedules, or appointments. 3. It affects your language. Searching for common words. Repeating yourself multiple times in one conversation. Forgetting names of people close to you. These aren't just senior moments. These are signs that your brain may be under stress, and that early cognitive change may be starting. What could be happening? Mild cognitive impairment, MCI. This is the gray area between aging and early dementia. Not everyone with MCI progresses, but many do if ignored. Vascular cognitive issues. High blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol can quietly damage brain vessels. Symptoms come gradually, often brushed off for years. Silent strokes, or TIAs. Tiny, unnoticed strokes can cause microdamage, affecting memory, mood, clarity. One day you're fine. The next day you feel off. What you can do? Track your memory like any other health symptom. When do you forget? What types of things? What triggers it? Ask for cognitive screening tests, like MoCA or MMSE. These are short, painless, but give real insight. Protect your brain like your heart. Move your body daily. Prioritize sleep and omega-3s. Cut inflammation, refined sugar, alcohol, smoking, and most importantly, don't let anyone gaslight your instincts. You know your brain better than anyone. Deeper truth. Forgetting where your keys are is normal. Forgetting what they're for is not. You've been more irritable, down, or isolated. But that's not just mood swings. Eleanor is 71. She used to love mornings. Coffee, reading, calling her sister. Now, she barely gets out of bed. She snaps at her husband for little things. She avoids answering the phone, even from people she loves. When she mentioned it to a friend, the reply was gentle, but dismissive. We all get a little moody at this age. But Eleanor knows this isn't just mood, it feels heavier, and it's been building. After 60, sadness, irritation, and emotional withdrawal often get misdiagnosed as personality changes or grumpiness. But in reality, they're often symptoms of something deeper. Your mood after 60 isn't just your mind, it's your body talking through emotion. What this could actually be. 1. Late onset depression. Depression doesn't always appear in tears. It shows up as silence, fatigue, irritability, disconnection, especially when triggered by retirement, loss, or loneliness. 2. Nutritional deficiencies. Low B12 can mimic depression and dementia. Vitamin D deficiency leads to low energy, anxiety, sadness. Magnesium or folate imbalances disrupt mood regulation. 3. Medication side effects. Common prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, pain can quietly affect brain chemistry. You don't feel like yourself, but you don't know why. 4. Unprocessed grief or trauma. Loss after 60 is often silent. A friend, a role, a sense of purpose. If we never stop to grieve, the body holds it and turns it into sadness. What this feels like. You avoid people, even those you love. You feel on edge for no reason. You stop enjoying what used to bring joy. You feel invisible, not to others, but to yourself. And yet, people tell you, that's just what happens with age. But the truth is, your emotional health still matters, and it's still treatable. What you can do. Don't wait for a crisis to speak up. Talk to your doctor, not just about symptoms, but about changes in behavior, interest, or relationships. Check your blood work for mood-linked markers. B12, D3, ferritin, folate. Move your body gently, daily. Walking, stretching, light yoga. Physical movement shifts mental state. Let yourself feel what you feel, without guilt. You're allowed to be tired, sad, angry, just not alone in it. Deeper truth. It's not weakness to feel low, but it is dangerous to stay silent about it. Have you ever felt like your joy is fading, but couldn't explain why? Noticed yourself snapping more or withdrawing without a clear cause? Been told you're just sensitive these days and felt dismissed? Type #4 inches in the comments if this resonated, Or just take a breath and know you're not alone. Your body keeps whispering, but they keep calling it normal. Tom is 70. His sense of smell has faded. He sometimes feels like food tastes like nothing. At night, he wakes up sweating. Sheets damp, heart pounding. Lately, he's been coughing while swallowing water, just once in a while. He mentions it at his next appointment. The doctor shrugs. These things happen with age, but Tom wonders, what if these little things aren't little at all? The most overlooked symptoms that get blamed on age. 1. Loss of smell or taste. It's not just COVID or aging. It can be an early warning sign of Parkinson's disease, neurological changes, or even nutritional deficiencies, like zinc or B12. Loss of smell is now being studied as a predictor of mortality in older adults. 2. Trouble swallowing or mild choking, often dismissed as just being clumsy, but it can signal early esophageal dysfunction, neurological issues, or reduced muscle control in the throat, especially after a stroke or with Parkinsonism. 3. Night sweats or unexplained sweating, especially in men, this is not typical with aging, can point to infections, low testosterone, hormonal imbalance, or even certain cancers like lymphoma if persistent. 4. Skin changes that aren't just old skin, bruising easily, rashes, changes in moles, often go unchecked because people assume, my skin's just thinner now. What this feels like? 100 little things your doctor doesn't take seriously. The slow fading of sensations, taste, touch, voice, drive, a gut feeling that my body is telling me something, a growing fear that no one is listening. What you can do. Track the subtle symptoms. Write them down, especially the ones that come and go. What seems small now could be the early sign of something important. Don't minimize it just because others do. If you feel off, bring it up, even if you're not sure it's relevant. Ask, could this be linked to my nerves, hormones, or nutrition? Get a second opinion if needed, especially if your symptoms are dismissed without real investigation. You deserve curiosity, not just comfort, deeper truth. Just because something is common after 60 doesn't mean it's harmless. And just because others accept it doesn't mean you have to. You were right to worry. Now here's how to trust yourself again. Gloria is 73. For months she felt dizzy when standing up. She told her doctor. He said it was probably just aging. Then one morning, she fainted. Turned out it was her blood pressure, dangerously unstable. She wasn't weak. She wasn't overreacting. She was right to worry. This story isn't rare. It happens every day to seniors who speak up and get brushed off. But here's what no one tells you. You are still the expert on your body. You still know when something isn't right. And when people dismiss your concern, it doesn't mean you were wrong. It means they weren't listening closely enough. Let's recap what we've learned. Tiredness can be thyroid, anemia, or inflammation, not just age. Weakness might be muscle loss, low protein, or diabetes, not getting old. Memory changes can be vascular, cognitive, or early signs of decline, not senior moments. Mood shifts may come from depression, deficiencies, or grief, not being grumpy. Strange sensations, loss of smell, swallowing issues, night sweats, may be real warnings hiding in plain sight. What you can do from now on, pay attention to your gut. That quiet feeling, something's not right, is often the first warning. Track symptoms like clues, not annoyances. The small things are often the loudest signs in disguise. Speak clearly and firmly, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Say, "This doesn't feel normal to me. I need you to look deeper." Advocate for yourself, or bring someone who will. No one has more to lose or more to protect than you do. Because this stage of life isn't about giving up. It's about finally living with clarity, power, and truth. You've earned that. Final truth. They said it's just aging. but you knew better. Now, trust yourself again. Was there a moment in this video that made you think, that's me? Type #6 inches in the comments if you've ever felt dismissed or ignored, and promise yourself this: next time, you'll trust your instincts. And if you want more honest, practical, and powerful health content, right finger, subscribe to Speech Balloon Longevity Talks Herb. We speak the truth, not just about aging, but about living.